Guess who's back again. Blue's back. Tell a friend. Hi there, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. It's Bluin, and I'm back from my little break. And in this video, I'm going to give you some tips on how to get out of a creative block or slump, whatever you want to call it, and give you a little update on what's been going on in Bluin's life the past couple of months. So let's go. So, what's been going on in Bluin's life, you ask? Thank you for asking. Well, I finished my 14th book, aka the 5th book of the For My Sweet Song series, part 1. So, this is where you add in the applause editing Bluin. Let's try that again. Thank you. And I also have some pretty sad news. My grandpa, my dad's dad, is sick, so we're going to go visit him a week this month. And I apologize if I don't get a video out. It's just really hard when a grandparent is sick and dying. And I already experienced it twice with my mom's parents. Now I get to experience it again with my dad's parents. And it's pretty sad. And man. Okay, so enough of the sad stuff. My dog was really cute. When I let him outside, he just stood in one place and started jumping and barking. Like, standing in one place, he was like, ruff. It was really funny and cute. And I wish I got it on camera, but he would have stopped before I got to it. So I just filmed it up here. And yeah, that's about it for my life update. Now, on to the tips on getting out of creative blocks. Okay, so I'm on to the tips. So this is what personally helped me get through my block. It might not work for everybody, but it worked for me, so let's get on with the tips. Tip number 1, take a break. When you feel down deep inside that you need a break, you need a break. So that's why I sounded so depressed in my last video. It was because I didn't want to edit, film, write, anything. So I took a couple months off. Now I'm back. And yeah, which leads me into tip number 2. Tip number 2, write at least 1 sentence a day. Just 1. That's all you gotta do. And it really does add up. And as you go on with your break, you'll start feeling like, hey, I want to write another one. So you write another one, and then soon enough, you're writing whole paragraphs again. Like me, for example, I just started out 1 sentence a day in each of my projects, and then it built up to like 2 paragraphs a day for each of my projects. And that really worked out for me. I don't know if it will help anybody else, but there's tip number 2. Now, on to tip number 3. Tip number 3, do other creative things like drawing, painting, origami, making music on an app on your phone or iPad, something. just something else creative. Like, I did origami and drawing for my creative things, and it helped a lot. So that's tip number 3. On to tip number 4. Tip number 4, watch movies. So watching movies helped me get characters, themes, plots, and time periods, which are the things that I needed for this idea generator that a YouTuber came up with. I don't remember their name or the video, but I'll find it and leave a link to it down below so you all can watch it and see if it helps you come up with different ideas. With this method, I came up with around 15 ideas during my break, and yeah, so it helped, and I'll leave a link down to it below to the creator who created it, and I would like to personally thank that creator, so thank you. And on to the next tip. Tip number 5, clean your workspace. So I sort of cleaned up my desk a little bit, but then it got messy again, so now I need to re-clean it. But I did start cleaning up my room some for a plotting video that I want to do sometime in the next few months. So yeah, anyways, I started cleaning my room and I was listening to music and I'm like, hey, that would make a good line of dialogue or something like that. So I would take a break from that and write it down real quickly before I forgot it. Then I would go back to cleaning and then another line of dialogue or a setting, a place. So I would do the same thing over again a few times before I quit cleaning for the day. So on to the next tip. Tip number 6, go out people watching. I would go to the bookstore and I would sort of shop around, and then when I was done, I would sit for a while at a table and just people watch. And I would write down what I think they were doing, their story, what their story was, what their background is. And it's a really good exercise, I would say, to get creative juices flowing again. And yeah, people watch. On to the next tip. Tip number 7. I personally created what I call a challenge jar. Books for my sweet song. Challenge jar, which is basically different words that I found inspiring and places, objects, just a variety of different things. And I would pull out a slip of paper, look at it, and then write a random scene. When I started feeling like writing full paragraphs again, I would just write random scenes that probably will not end up in any of the books, but it was still fun to do. So I would suggest creating your own challenge jars and see what happens. So on to the outro. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the video and the tips that I gave you help you. So I'll see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon, and remember, contemplating the cosmos is my thing.